The time is 7:40 in the evening time on this Saturday evening, September 8th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Saturday evening news on this Saturday evening, September 8th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins at 7:40 p.m. on this Saturday evening, and it's 61 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel evening news at 7:40 p.m. is President Trump aides are worried that Obama will rouse the presidency obsessed over the current version of his speech. Elon Musk rails against fossil fuel use and climate change. Floods forecast pick up. A major hurricane risk of the East Coast is rising. Michael Cohen wants to scrap the storming Indians. India Avanade says no. Eagles say reference has penalty in them that was actually on the Falcons. Pence denies 25th Amendment and talks as Trump followed an NYT op-ed claim. Cincinnati Bank student Fifth Third CEO says U.S. gun violence has to stop. North Korea is celebrating its birthday with mass games, 100,000 people doing synchronized gymnastics. Swedish Prime Minister calls for far-right party races on election eve. Egypt court says there's 75 to death in mass trial protesters. Trump cuts $25 billion aid for Palestinians in East Jerusalem hospitals. On Friday night, a man injured in an Edinburgh crash into a pole. And it took place on Bishop Street last night as man was taken in an apartment. Rhode Island Hospital. Most humans are most likely living inside a simulation. Jack Ma says he is about to retire from Alabama, but it's planned a gradual succession. Larry Summers calls Fed Bank stress test results absurd. Why wages are on the rise and for reporting numbers from the August jobs report. St. Visible Ball in Taunton still getting dumped on. Taunton firefighters responded to burning last Thursday on West Virginia Street. The flames were real, but no one started nowhere. No property damage incident was completely simulated. As 4 days stranded at the mobile unit. Quincy Square was a city of festivities Saturday. The celebration is not just the city, but the people who made the place what it is from the time of the American Revolution all the way to present day. Thousands gathered at the open of the Hancock Adams Commons, $15.7 million project that is part of the renovation of Quincy Center. Quincy Mayor Thomas Koch led the dedication to the School of Rocks. More than $20 million in foreign aid to East Jerusalem hospitals was cut from a previously pro-U.S. budget decision that Trump administration announced. Indonesia bus crash killed 21 severely injured 9. U.S. officials secretly met with the Venezuelan followers. Egyptian court sentenced to 75 to death for Muslim brotherhood protest. The Pentagon sent more than 100 U.S. Marines to reinforce a coalition outpost in the 7th Street after a further attack from Russia, U.S. officials said. A missile attack that penetrated the radio Kurdish opposition party's base in northern Iraq on Saturday killed at least dozens of people and wounded 50 others. China's trade surplus was in the United States hit a new record in August as President Trump imposed tariffs on virtually all Chinese goods. Former Trump lawyer Cohen agrees to rescind Stormy Daniels' agreement. Tribals from plane forms in the Atlantic Ocean. Hundreds of dolphins cut for California waters at Mesospine. Video of Super Bowl hunting. NASA has crashed more than just snapped a stunning 360-degree panorama of Mars. Another frontier of the U.S.-Russia rivalry. NASA Cape telescope suddenly wakes up from hibernation. Southwest Airlines passenger on 4 flights may have been exposed to measles. If provided silence ineffective for some who take them, and local doctor shares a most of the decision to leave practice on Alzheimer's diagnosis. Three hours ago in Manchester, New Hampshire, Fallon Street and Taylor Street, a political motorcycle accident. Peter Shell News Time is 7:44 on this Saturday evening. 7 now for a Peter Channel Sport. The Boston Red Sox fall to the Houston Astros. 5-3 in Fenway Park. Red Sox lead is now 8 games. Other scores by Major Leagues: Pittsburgh 5, Miami 1. Cincinnati 7, San Diego 2 and final 7 innings. It's Oakland 8, Texas 6, and Washington Nationals 10, Chicago Cubs 1, bottom of the 9th, Cleveland 9, Toronto 8, top of the 6th, Tampa Bay 5, Baltimore 3, bottom of the 4th, Detroit 2, St. Louis 0, LA Angels 3, Chicago White Sox 1 and bottom of 2, bottom of 2, Milwaukee 1, San Francisco 0, Spirit 2, Minnesota 0, Kansas City 0, bottom of 2, New York Mets 3, and the Philadelphia Phillies nothing. Now we Osaka upsets 3-1 to receive the game penalty to win U.S. Open in 2018. Sales can indeed offer Levon Boyle more money. Peter Chelusan, 7:45 oddness. Saturday evening, there's coming out for Peter Channel traffic and trends to check. Baby! Buses replace trade service between Forest Hills and Regulars this weekend due to track work. Providence rain, 18:13, 6:45 p.m. from South Station up at 5:10 minutes basket between Mansfield and Providence. Okay, look at the Dodgers and Cowboys in New England on this for Saturday night in Rhode Island, in Little Rhodey. 95 northbound side, also at downtown Providence, Route 37 westbound side, also at 295 down in Warwick. 130 eastbound side, also Jamestown, Newport, Mount Open, Second River Bridges out, looking good. Out in the Cape, it's looking good. Southeastern Massachusetts highways out, looking good. 93 and northbound side, so between Parkland and Zegbridge and downtown Boston. Mass Pike westbound side, so between Lower Airport and Hipperspin 9 to South Boston. But Boston vicinity highways out, looking good. 390, 395, looking good from 128 to New Hampshire border. 290 westbound side, also on the Marlborough stretch. Western Massachusetts highways out, looking good. 80. Mare Parkway westbound side, also New Haven stretch, and up in northern New England, it's looking good. Receptor states 879 on the southbound side. Also, Canadian New York, Vermont, and Albert 59 on the northbound side. So in some Quebec and towards Montreal. Peter Childusa, 7:47 on this Saturday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. Seeing some patchy rain showers in the line from Providence down to New Bedford, Massachusetts, and down in the south. Some line of rain showers stretching the line from Nantucket all the way down through Indiana, and now went on to western Kentucky and Tennessee, and then through Texas. And gonna attempt to see on the, and they're gonna be situation to the southwest of us. So in Pittsburgh, for those who are going to the Penn State Pittsburgh game at Heinz Field, expect this to be a rainy second half between the Nittany Lions and the Pitt Panthers. As expect this to be a rainy night and into the morning tomorrow for much of the region from New York all the way down to north of Houston. Alright, it turned out to be a cloudy and a cool day today, and I expect some of that tomorrow. Right now, it is in the 50s to low 60s in northern New England with a 32-degree wind, Mount Washington, New Hampshire, and some temperatures in the upper 40s up in extreme northwestern portions of Maine. Right now in North Massachusetts, it is 60 degrees, humidity 89%, 2.57 degrees by barometer report, 14 inches, western soil, and winds not freezing is calm. But all eyes on the East Coast are on Florence. Center location 24.6 of the north, 54.7 of the west. Match the same winds 70 miles an hour, moving west at 5 miles an hour. Okay, looking at the public advisory. Anyway, hurricane finds a little stronger and floats expected to become a hurricane. Again, night or early Sunday. There are no coast watch and warnings effect. At 5 p.m. Military time, the center of 12 storm forces to west, located at latitude 24.6 of the north, latitude 54.7 of the west. Force is moving toward the west near 5 miles an hour. Northwestward motion of an increase in the forward speed is expected by the middle of the next weekend. On the forecast track, the center of force will move over the southwest Atlantic Ocean between Bermuda and the Bahamas on Thursday and Wednesday and approach the southeastern U.S. coast on Thursday. Data from an NOAA hurricane header aircraft indicate the maximus today winds increase near 70 miles an hour in the higher gusts. Florence is expected to become a hurricane tonight, and rapid implication is likely to begin on Sunday. Florence could become a major hurricane by Monday. Trump's force winds extended to 125 miles from the center, and data from the NOAA aircraft indicate that the minimum center pressure 99 millibar is 21 inches, and swells dirty by. Floods are affected in the Bermuda at the beginning of the beach portions of the U.S. East Coast. These swells likely cause light, fair, and server recurring conditions. Please send product for your local weather office. Gonna take a look at some models. GFS model says it is gonna make landfall on Cape Hatteras and gonna stay put and make landfall in North Carolina and then go up north as a hurricane. Kind of like similarities between that and the 1938 hurricane, the GFS model. And the European model is going to make landfall in North Carolina. Canadian model is going to make landfall down around South Carolina, just like how Hugo back in '89. So, check it out. Latest global hurricane models is going to be between Georgia and North Carolina. So, it's still early in the game, but people on both North Carolina and South Carolina need to prepare for this storm. They don't need to panic. Just, it's a couple of days away, so take time to look at future forecasts and keep your eye on future forecasts and know when to evacuate. Okay, look at the forecast. Goes like this. Tonight, clouds about 54 degrees. Calm wind for Sunday, clouds about 66 about 55 degrees. North east about 5 to 6 miles an hour. For Monday, showers patch by over 1 p.m. 167 degrees. East about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Gusts 20 miles an hour. Trust pitches 80%. The rain amounts between quarter and 1 inch possible for Monday night. Showers likely before 10 p.m. Then a showers will possibly a thunderstorm between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms at 1 a.m. Patch by over rise. Clouds go at 64 degrees. Up with about 69 miles an hour. Trust pitches 70%. Tuesday, showers likely possibly a thunderstorm before 9 a.m. Then it showers and thunderstorms at 9 a.m. Patch before 9 a.m. Mostly clouds about 81 about 67 degrees. Trust pitches 45%. Wednesday, chance of showers after 10 a.m. Mostly clouds about 80 about 62 degrees. Just pitches 40%. Thursday, mostly clouds about 80 about 61 degrees. Friday, puts the pot clouds about 80 about 60 degrees. And for Saturday, both clouds about 81 degrees. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Saturday evening news on Saturday evening, September 8, 2018. Peters will be having a good night with a good positive and not see it tomorrow morning with more report. Hope you have a good night.